I thank the noble lords for their patience in enduring at this late hour this somewhat arcane discussion. The noble Lord Goddard emphasised the importance of consultation, indeed the essential nature of it, and said how vulnerable employees are. But they are not vulnerable, my lords, in this particular circumstance. They have priority as creditors above all other creditors. If there is money, they will get it. If there is not money, they will get it from the redundancy payment service. But why, having got their full amount of redundancy money, should they then scoop the pot and get 3 times as much because of a flaw in the law which will leave, for example, small trade creditors not receiving anything, possibly facing bankruptcy, not to mention the fact that a lot of this money will usually come from the taxpayer. Ultimately, the source of those funds for these penalty payments. But anyway, via HMRC, in whom the redundancy payment service is, thus increasing that deficit. Just a mini black hole, if I could be so foolish as to mention that. My noble friend, Lord Hunt of Wirral, ably, in my view, reinforced the need for this amendment. The noble Lord Leong emphasised the importance of consultation. I understand that, but I believe Hansard will show that I already dealt with most items of his response, so I'm not going to delay noble lords longer by going over that ground again, except to say once again, he asks, why should employees suffer? They will not suffer. I hoped I had explained that. I'm chagrined to understand not. They have total priority above all other creditors in receiving their full redundancy payments. All I ask is, why should they, as a result of a glitch in the law, receive in total 3 times that much as a so-called penalty payment that won't be paid by the employer, because the employer is long gone, that won't be paid by the insolvency practitioner, if that's who you feel, in facing the impossible task of obeying both laws at the same time. Won't be paid by them. It'll be paid by us mostly, my lords, the first HMRC and through them the taxpayer. My lords, the hour is late, and so if only on compassionate grounds, I beg leave to withdraw my amendment.
Is it your lordship's pleasure this amendment be withdrawn? The amendment is by leave withdrawn. Amendment 109, Lord Moynihan, not moved? Not moved.